In our science lesson today, we're going to be talking about our brain. Now, this is a cool lesson. Okay, your brain, that part in here that helps you think. Okay, so to start out with, how big is your brain? Put your hands like this, okay? Now, that's how big your brain is. It's inside your head. This part here is the front of your head. This part back here, that's the back of your brain, okay? Okay, that's the back. Front, back. Okay, now, inside your head, first of all, your head is hard, right? That's your skull. It's bone. It's like madera, right? It's to protect it because inside your brain is in there and it's all mushy. Kind of like cooked spaghetti, okay? Kind of like cooked spaghetti. Okay, there it is in there. And it's kind of this color, maybe more gray. Okay, that's what color it actually is. See how it looks kind of wiggly? Okay, so here's your brain. Your brain is in two parts. Okay, two parts of your brain like this. And it's kind of divided in half. And each side is the same, divided right down the middle. This side of your brain controls this side of your body, okay? So your left side of your brain controls the right side of your body. Your right side of your brain controls the left side of your body. Okay, that's how it works. So now, let's look and see what our brain kind of looks like, okay? Now, here we have it divided down into pieces. This is the front of your brain, okay? Front of your face. Your face is in here, right? Okay, now, it's not colored like that. It's kind of maybe this color, maybe not so dark, okay? It's kind of a gray, grease. Okay, so now, this part of your brain is that's the biggest part, isn't it? So it's on both sides of the front. That part of your brain takes care of your thinking. See, it's the biggest part of your brain. That means you're supposed to use it the most, okay? So what do we do with that part of your brain? That part of your brain deals with everything that's going around you. You think about it. You love things. You don't like things. You're happy. Your nose itches and you sneeze or scratch, right? Things you do, okay? Things that, I want this, I want to hit somebody, so I'll hit them, okay? Those we call impulses. Thinking, that's where your learning goes. You study and you understand things. You plan for things. You say, if I do this, then this will happen. Okay, that is this part of your brain up here. That's the part we should be using all the time. If you are awake, you should be using that part of your brain. So when you think, this part of your brain right here, okay, front. That's where you think. Okay, now, this part right behind it, the part behind it, is another big part. And that's the part that says, okay, this is happening over here. What does it mean? The sky is black. Well, what does that mean? My leg itches. What does that mean? That part there, that's where you take that part. You smell things. You taste things. Okay? You hear things. That's that part right there. Okay? And so all this information goes into that part of your brain. And that part of your brain says, what does it mean? I smell smoke. That means there must be a fire. You see that? Okay, what does it mean? What am I supposed to do with it? And let's see. With that part of your brain, you understand how big it is. Did you ever try to pick something up and you think it's really heavy? So you go to pick up something that's really heavy and it's not. You go, woo! Yeah, that's because that part of your brain thought it wasn't so. That part of your brain thinks that's heavy, so I use more strength. and you're trying to pick it up hard, but it goes, woo, right, or you think it's not heavy, you go, boom, boom, right? Okay, that's that part of your brain that kind of decides what's happening and what do I do as a result, okay? This part in the back of your head, right back in here, okay, that is what your eyes see, what you see with your eyes, okay? You see this, okay? And with that part, that's why if you fall and on the back of your head, things kind of go black for a while. Because boom, because you messed up that part of your brain. Okay, that's it. Now this part down here, that's your coordination. What you can do. Can you move? How do you move? Some people can't move their arms or legs. They can't walk very well. Little babies don't walk very well, right? Because this part isn't very well developed. This part with little children isn't very well developed either, so they don't see as well as they need to see. Okay? This green part over here, this part is, this is the part where you hear. And you understand things. This part is where your memory is, okay? So if you need to remember things, it's back here where you're back by your ears, okay? That's where your memory is. And that's the part you really have to work on because we want to remember lots and lots of things, right? That part of your brain helps you to understand English that you don't understand very well. You hear something, you say, what does that mean? You see a word when you're reading. What do those letters mean? You see things, it's like, what does that mean? That's the part of your brain there, and you want to develop that one too. And let's see what else. That's the part when you see somebody's face. Your mom looks like this. Then you know, Mama is mad. Mama's like this. Mama is happy. You look at people's faces, how they act, and you say, oh, I remember that means, okay, that's that part of your brain. It's all your memory, okay? So when you say, I can't do that, I can't learn my sumas, God gave you, look at that, God gave you a big part of your brain, look at that, to store all that stuff in, okay? Gave you a big part to store it. So what do you need to do? Use it. Use it, right? Okay, so let's see. Got this. We got them all. Okay, now this part down here, that is, that's your brainstem. This part right here. Okay. Now your whole body is covered with what's called nerves. They're like little itsy-bitsy hairs all over your whole body. But every part of your body is covered with these things that are so fine you can't even see them, right? They're called nerves. And so when something like a hair, you touch a hair on your arm, you can't even see that hair. But if you just touch a little bit, or one of those little itty-bitty ants goes over it, you can feel it, right? Because you have a nerve. If it gets hot, the nerves tell you it's hot, right? Okay, your whole body is covered with those. And then the little ones go into bigger ones and the bigger ones and bigger ones. And they take all these messages from all over your body up to your brain. All those messages go up to your brain into, what part? Oh, into this part right here. They go inside your brain. Okay, they come up the brain cell, up the brain cell, into this part right here. Okay, that's inside. Okay, these other things are like out here and then in the middle, kind of like an avocado seed in the middle, right? An avocado seed. Okay, that part there is called the basal ganglia. Okay, that part in there. And that part's where all these messages go in there. And that part says, okay, you go to this part of the brain. And that's where it tells everybody where to go. Okay, now, remember I said you have all these nerves all over your body so you can feel things? But you know what part of your body cannot feel anything? This part out here doesn't feel a thing. You can touch it. You won't feel it. The doctor cuts your head open. Because you have a problem and he touches that part, you won't feel it. All those feelings stop right there in the center of your brain, and then they send messages, boom, boom, like a text message, all over your body, really fast. Your body goes super, super fast to deliver all these messages. Okay, but this part of your body also controls the parts of your body that you don't think. It tells your heart to beat, boom, 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 boom. It tells you to breathe. Things you don't even think. It tells you to sneeze. Achoo, you have dust in your nose. It tells you to blink your eyes. It makes the blood run. Everything that your body does that you don't even think about, right? When you cut yourself, you bleed. This part of your body, that brain stem, that's what tells everybody what to do. And it keeps it all moving. It keeps everything moving, all right? That's your brain. Now, outside, because your brain's real squishy, inside we have our heart skull, right? Like Madeira. And then inside your brain, between your skull and your brain, inside your head, is kind of like fluid, like water in there, okay? And that kind of protects it so your brain is not right up against your head. Now, when you fall, if you fall really hard, your brain will smack the inside of your head, okay? It'll smack your skull, and it will bruise it, and it's not good. Now, a lot of you boys like to play football, and where do you hit the football? With the front of your head, right? Not good. That's the part of you that thinks. That's your thinking part. And you keep bruising that part. You keep bruising that part. You keep bruising that part. You're going to kill it. You're going to kill parts of it. And then you know what happens? It doesn't work. Football is a fun game to play. Play it with your feet. Do not. If you're playing football, don't use your head. Don't use your head. Fun game to play, but do not, you will ruin your brain. God gave you a marvelous brain to use. But if you damage it, because, I like to play football. I like to hit it with my head. Woo, woo, woo. God gave you that brain to use. You don't destroy it. It's like your mama buying you a toy and you just mash it and break it up. Or your school books. If I give you a school book, your math book, you don't rip up the pages. No, those are the things you need. You don't do that with your brain either. No. Okay, if you ride a bike, good thing, wear a helmet, right? Especially if you are on a moto, you never, ever, 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 ever get on a moto without a helmet. Because if you mash it, you'll break your head. Break your head and ruin your brain. Your brains will ooze out. Yes, you don't do that. God gave you this marvelous brain for you to use. And we need to take care of it and use it. God gave you all this cool brain, but a lot of children don't use it. They're lazy. I don't want to practice my sumas. I don't want to learn them. And they don't. I don't want to think. I'll just do whatever I want, right? I don't want to exercise. I like playing video games. I don't want to read books. They're boring. I don't want to try to have to learn things. That's no fun. God gave your brain to use it. Mr. Matt gave me a video, one that he liked when he was your age. I hope you'll like it too. I'll send it to your mom, and then you can watch it, okay? Hope you enjoy it.